What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining us here on the podcast right here on Outside the Brand. I'm your host, Phil, along with my good friends right here. We are talking about Halloween Havoc and AEW Dynamite tonight for your October 27th, 2021. Before I let these guys do their intros, I want to let you guys know that this was a great night for professional wrestling, and last night too for AEW. For NXT, great stuff. Great, amazing, all that good stuff. But I want to let you guys know that we're going to be covering everything here on the podcast when it comes to NXT Halloween Havoc and Dynamite for tonight. Follow us on social media. All the links will be down under the description below. Check out Loft and Bash's remix of MFN Right. That link is also down in the description below. And also, hit that thumbs up. Get it to 5 likes. That'll be greatly appreciated. Also, while you're down there, hit the subscribe button. And also that bell. Ring that bell. Ding, 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 gloom. That motherfucker. So that you never miss an upload. And guys, it was a great night tonight. It was a great night last night for NXT Halloween Havoc. I want to let y'all know what were your thoughts on the overall for both nights when it comes to NXT and AEW. Normally, we wouldn't have to do NXT and AEW all together, but considering my internet fucked up last night and now it actually came back on tonight, we can do both of them here. So, what's your guys' thoughts?
I mean, it was good. It was good, you know. And it was hang on. Sorry about that, y'all.
You all right?
That was bad shenanigans, y'all. You know, you'll hear them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, NXT was good. NXT was good. AEW was good. Love the ending. Love the ending of NXT. But we'll get to it. Well, what's up, guys? Go follow me on TikTok. And, you know, let's get the show on the road. Let's do it.
You already know what's going on. Nate the Great in the house. You already know. Follow me on TikTok, man. Just hit 5K Nate in the building. That's pretty much it. Yeah, hit subscribe to my TikTok. All of my other social medias is in there. So yeah, let's get into it.
What's up, everyone? I lost to Cody Rhodes. It hasn't been a good week at all. I lost to Cody for no reason. Thanks, Tony Khan. Anyway, y'all know who it is, bro. Malachi. Wait, hold on. Malachi Black. You can't currently see me, I guess. Hold on. Technical difficulties.
I was about to say, you're a house?
If it will.
It's a very nice house.
Oh, well, that's not working.
Okay.
Anyway, we all know who it is, bro. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Malachi Black. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay.
That's his dream house.
Hey, nice crib, though. You know.
Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I realized my camera was on. That's why it didn't work.
I was gonna say, is Liv Morgan there with you, bro? Like,
sir.
I was about to say, Lawful smashed.
I'm here. Yeah, I did it.
No, wait, little Jimmy's there too. Little Jimmy made to MJ's crib. Yo, like, I wasn't expecting that.
That's racist, but okay.
No, it's not.
I'm playing.
I was about to say, I don't see nobody. All I see is a hoodie.
Go check out the backup NJW Squad account if you want to see singing content.
I just see a hoodie. Is that John Cena?
All right, guys, let's get right into it. As you
This
guys
man
can
said Hornswoggle.
technically-
F you.
As you guys can technically see by the background, there's a little AEW logo right there. It's just the 4 cameras. You can't really see it. We're talking AEW Dynamite first because it literally just happened. And plus, Halloween Havoc was pretty much the bigger show, in my opinion, tonight. But we'll get to that later on. But before we actually get into AEW, I do want to talk about Ring of Honor. As we all know, Ring of Honor is one of many wrestling promotions here in the States that honestly it brought up a lot of superstars that we know today. Adam Cole, Cody, many of the others. Like, you literally name them, they probably showed up in Ring of Honor. Today they made a release on Twitter, and I want to give them the right credit, because this is just an absolutely horrible thing to hear. Ring of Honor right here. Let me get right to their statement, because, like I said, this is big enough news to where you need to read it word for word. But Saul, while I get it up there, just acknowledge everyone on what the heck is happening with Ring of Honor.
All right, so what's going on with Ring of Honor? That they are going to be looking for new talent, which means they are going to be releasing talent. So many, and
I heard it was pretty much going to be the entire thing.
The entire roster of Ring of Honor anyway will not be back till till April.
Absolutely terrible thing to hear. What's going on, Laf? How are you, my man?
Yo, what's going on?
We're just talking about the Ring of Honor news. If you haven't heard about it already,
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna be addressing it right now before we get into the review. Guys, I have it right here. We're going to be reading it word for word. This is an official statement from Ring of Honor from their Twitter page. Throughout the pandemic, our top priority was to keep everyone healthy and safe. And despite not producing any live events over 18 months, we were able to keep everyone fully contracted. We now find ourselves at a time where we need to make changes to our business operations and are planning a pivot for Ring of Honor with a new mission and strategy. This year will culminate with a final battle in December, and we will be taking the first quarter of 2022 to work initially to reimagine Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor has the most dedicated fans in the industry, and we appreciate their loyalty and patience as we reconceptualize Ring of Honor. We appreciate returning to live events. We anticipate to return to live events in April for the Supercard of Honor with a new fan-focused product and provide a unique experience for wrestling fans. This is an absolutely terrible thing to hear. Yes, they're trying to reinvigorate Ring of Honor and just try to bring new light to the brand that we all pretty much know and love. Like I said earlier, if you name any superstar, they've probably been there. So I think this is, at the end of the day, I hope everybody can recuperate and get back to where they need to be. But right now, I just want to let everybody know that everybody here on OTB are praying for these guys. We're praying for Ring of Honor. Let's get through this, and hopefully when the time comes back in April, we can enjoy Ring of Honor to its fullest once again. Anybody? Anybody.
No words at all.
You
Like,
said everything that needs to be said, though.
yeah, pretty much.
I do want to say one thing, though. I wasn't really a Ring of Honor fan. I watched my first Ring of Honor match like 2 days ago, and I automatically fell in love with the product.
Yeah.
And just to see 2 days later, after falling in love with the product, just to see it happen today, kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. That's really it, to be honest. Just
yeah,
like I just started liking this company. I just started loving like what I just saw 2 days ago. So.
And here's the thing, like you, MJ, I was just trying to get back into it. I mean, I fell off a little bit, but then once I got some matches that were recommended to me, I started watching them, and I instantly fell in love with the product again. And now, like you said, with this news coming out, it's just heartbreaking. It really is. And now we just can hope that at the end of it all, they can recuperate and get back on the right track. Wow, what did you think when you heard about this news?
I thought like this was like worse than what it is. I thought they were like destroying the whole thing. It was like no more Ring of Honor. That was like my first reaction to it. I didn't know what was going on until I read the whole statement. But I mean, like a few people in the chat said, and I've heard around, I think they're just trying to go for a Ring of Honor 2.0 thing, I guess. I have not been a huge Ring of Honor person at all. I've seen bits and pieces of the matches, and they've been great as far as I've seen. But it's interesting. I think they're gonna prepare for some. I think they're gonna prepare something big. They may try to expand their brand to get more into this WWE and AEW conversation. As far as just like notoriety, they could be preparing, for something like that. But we'll wait and see. I mean, I will see that final battle thing. That sounds interesting. I don't know how they're going to do that, but that sounds interesting too. But I'm definitely interested in seeing how they come back and where they're going to change some things. You know what I'm saying?
Also, like, speaking of that, I mean, I know it's definitely not the exact same thing, but I can kind of like think about the same thing happened with NXT a few months ago about how they had to rebrand and everything, stuff like that. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe they can come back even be better than we know it. Who knows? Only time can tell, really.
Right. Jay Lethal even came out on Twitter after the news broke, and he just said thank you with the prayer hand emoji. I mean, if you guys know Jay Lethal, I mean, he's pretty much synonymous with Ring of Honor, and he's just been one of the key faces. I would definitely say so myself, but when I saw that and I saw that tweet live, I immediately quote retweeted that, and I'm like, yeah, no, thank you, Jay Lethal. Thank you, because you literally have been synonymous with this brand. So let's just hope that this company can revitalize itself and get better and get back and better than ever. So that's our statement on Ring of Honor, guys. If you guys want more Ring of Honor, just continue to show the support in any way that you can. Watch old Ring of Honor matches, watch anything that you can find, anything that your heart desires to try to find for Ring of Honor. Just watch it, get feedback on it, and we'll continue to support it in any way that we can. But guys, that's our statement. We continue on as we're going to be talking about AEW Dynamite right now. This was a great show. This was a great show from top to bottom. I really had no issues with this show whatsoever. I think all the winners that for these matches that came on tonight were the right ones. I think that 8-man tag main event, even though usually 8-man tags or to 10-man tags whenever it comes to those type of main events for AEW. Usually they're clusterfucks. Usually they are a bit crazy and they get a little bit too crazy at times. But this one was just fun. And we'll get into it. But we started off tonight with a great opener. Great opener to kick off Dynamite tonight. CM Punk taking on Bobby Fish. This was just pure fucking wrestling. If you wanted it, you got it. And this is exactly what we needed to start off the show with. CM Punk looked great. Bobby Fish looked great. Bobby Fish looked great even in defeat. But like I said yesterday, well, not yesterday, but like I said in the last week's review, I don't really know where Bobby Fish fits in. Can anybody try to help me figure out where the heck does Bobby Fish fit into all of this? As
how much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish?
Yes, he's gotten some wins, but most of these losses are obviously the bigger guys. But
big boy smacking me.
Pause.
I digress.
Yes, pause. Yeah.
It's just a very strange way to introduce Bobby Fish to all the AEW fans out there. He needs wins. Like, the man is not on a good stride right now on his career path to AEW.
Man's on losing streak.
Yeah. He's not on a losing streak. Well, I think he is now. I think this is his second loss in a row, but this isn't the right way that you should be treating Bobby Fish in any way, shape, or form. I mean, yes, he is. The way I've seen him, he's mainly a tag team wrestler, but I know this man can do more. I know he can. So, what are your guys' thoughts on Bobby Fish's ride here in AEW so far? I mean, it was to CM Punk. Of course, he was going to lose, but still, it's a weird thing for Fish here.
Fish needs to build himself up. Fish, you guys are used to him being a tag team guy, but deep down, this guy can go in the ring. Like,
oh, I know. It's just they're putting him against guys like CM Punk who can't lose, guys like Bryan Danielson who can't lose.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Like
you're really gonna put him in the ring with freaking Orange Cassidy or something, somebody that has
someone like an Orange Cassidy can lose at this point.
Come on now, don't give him to Orange Cassidy. Give him to 2.
We know what Orange Cassidy is.
The Powerhouse Hobbs.
No, don't give him the Powerhouse. No,
give him to Yuji or something like that. I don't know.
No. You give him to Durag Vince, bro. What do you mean?
He's gonna lose.
You guys see where I'm coming from, though, right? I mean, he's getting these guys that just ultimately can't lose. So it's a strange way.
All right, I got a few things about this match. I gotta say, I got my chest low key. So first thing, y'all know I'm a CM Punk fan, so I'll say I'll cheer for CM Punk the whole entire time. No offense.
Right.
But here's the thing. So I missed it, but did the referee mess up at the end?
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about that because yes, I don't know if it was Bobby Fish kicking out too late or if the referee just messed up the count. Fish catches the leg and hits a dragon screw. Fish with a slinging clothesline and Punk with a double leg into the corner. Fish escapes. Punk hits a GTS. Looks great. And Punk won. Punk is warned but goes for a cover. 1, 2, 3. Fish just kicks out after the 3. Now, I don't know if that was a miscommunication with the referee or if Bobby Fish just kicked out too late. Either way, it was a mess up. And what are you trying to show here?
I was muted. Great.
Yes.
That was supposed to happen, actually, bro.
I said do your assignments.
That was supposed to happen.
How do you know your horror movies bash?
Oh my god. That was supposed to happen.
Okay, but it looked very weird. It looked very weird on TV.
It was on the ref. It was the ref's fault. It was the ref's fault.
Yeah,
If it was the ref's fault, he should have just counted to 3.
Yeah, they should have called me up in there.
Yes, sir.
Like,
Goat ref.
That
Better than Charlie something.
that finish was absolute.
Earl Hebner.
The referee messed up. Or it was Bobby Fish that just kicked out too late. The man, it didn't look right. And at the end of the day, Punk won. He was always going to win, but it was just a very, very strange way to end it.
Yeah. I can agree to that.
I need y'all to explain something to me.
Yes.
And I'm very confused about it. Don't take this the wrong way.
Nope.
I generally am confused about it. What is CM Punk's role on the AEW roster at the particular moment? Like, what's his goal here?
CM Punk, he's ultimately going up against these younger group of talent to, even though at times when they seem like they are losing left and right to him, it's getting them over just based on the in-ring work. Now that might not look it to a lot of people, but he's getting with the young group of talent to get them over in-ring wise so that they can get them into a bigger spot moving forward into the near future. I don't know if you see it that way. I want to get your thoughts on that.
Phil, I have a question about that though.
Yes.
So, like, I can see what you mean, and I 100% agree with it. But at the same time, I can see it going another way too. Is that they're using CM Punk for viewership? I mean, that sucks to say as a CM Punk fan. It sucks to say, but I mean, it could go either way. It could be one, building up new talent and making them look like stars, or using him just to gain viewership because it's CM Punk. So I mean,
That's my thing. It's like,
I mean,
when he came back, he was a draw. He still is a draw. He's always going to be a draw.
I can see your guys' point, but I think it's more the.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% agreeing to like the viewership part. I'm just like that could be also another reason. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, Punk is always going to be a draw no matter where the heck they have him on the card.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of what they use him with, and I think they used him against guys like a Darby Allin right off the bat. I mean, we all knew Darby Allin was going to lose that, but he looked freaking fantastic in that match against CM Punk, and CM Punk is asking for these matches, guys. That's the thing that you guys we're trying to figure out here. He's asking for these matches because he wants to get these guys, these specific guys that he chooses, over. He chose Darby Allin. He chose Bobby Fish for tonight, and he chose every single person like a Powerhouse Hobbs on that Rampage and every other match that he has been in. So he's choosing these guys, handpicked, to be with them, to put them over in the ring-wise.
Yeah, I mean, I feel I do agree with you. I was just saying, like, that's what two things would be. I mean, personally, from my opinion, I would say it is to bring put guys over, just like you said.
Right.
But at the same time, I mean, that's just like, it depends how you look at it.
Oh no, like I can totally see your point too. Like I mean, that's a complete given there too. But Lop, what are your thoughts? I mean, did you know that CM Punk was handpicking these guys?
I figured that. I mean, I figured that's what they were doing, but it's just like, I don't know. Something about it isn't connecting in my brain at the moment, and I think that's part of my issue with AEW. It's like some of the characters on the roster I like, but like the direction is confusing me at the moment. Not saying that it's a bad direction. It's just not connecting with me at the moment. It's making it harder. It's making it harder for me to watch the show and enjoy it because the storylines aren't bad, the matches aren't bad. It's just the freaking like I can't see an end goal, and like I don't see what road they're on. CM Punk is like I don't know what road he's on, and that's what's like messing with me. So
Also, to add on to another thing, I mean, personally, I feel like what CM Punk doing right now, like the fact that he faced Darby, I feel like he should like fight guys to bring him more over who guys are not even really talked about, like Dante Martin or like somebody like who else is on like somebody
Yeah, I
on
imagine Matt Sydal. I mean,
yeah, Matt Sydal. I mean, yeah, Matt Sydal was a good one, of course, but like I feel like he should fight guys who are more like lower down the rankings, I used to say. Because Darby Allin it's kind of already over. He's been over for a long time now.
yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna let CM Punk wrestle either way. So
Right. Right. I mean, we all love the man.
And you can't sing along to cult, and you can't help but sing along to Cult of Personality, bro.
Well, that's a given too. I mean,
I can't help but cry every time I see him walk down the ring. So
yeah.
the Bills beat the Titans. Wow. I'm playing Madden.
And also, AEW is the reason. That's the reason why they're also there to see CM Punk. One of them.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, at the end of the day, Punk is gonna be a draw. I mean, it's just a matter of where the heck they're using him and just how they plan on using him moving forward.
I just thought about something. So y'all, before we move on, right? I just want to say 2 days. 2 days.
We'll talk about Wyndham. We'll talk about Wyndham.
Days.
It actually ended earlier than what was previously reported. So we'll talk about Wyndham. We'll talk about everything that he has for his upcoming ending of his 90-day no compete. But guys, I mean, like an actual independent wrestler that I know, like personally, showed up on AEW Dynamite tonight, and he got squashed. But it's to MJF. Of course, he was going to lose. Bryce Donovan made his AEW Dynamite debut against MJF, and I love seeing the man. I do. Just know.
You know him personally? You know him?
Yes, I do. I met the guy, and we've seen each other on multiple occasions when it comes to independent wrestling events, and like we've pretty much grown to know each other. He got squashed by MJF tonight.
Yeah, he got squashed.
And it was a great thing to see. It was a great thing to see. So MJF offers a handshake. Donovan shakes it, but MJF kicks him. MJF whips Donovan into the corner, hits a heat secret pile driver, covers for the 1, 2, 3. I mean, this was
with his finger.
Yeah, he pins him with just his finger.
You're not Braun Strowman.
Get these hands, like.
Listen. Anytime that we get MJF on our television screens, it's magic. It's fucking perfect.
Yeah, I just want to say, the day MJF becomes world champion, I'm going to laugh at all the haters who hate him so much. That's gonna be so funny to see them be mad.
MJF being champion, bro. I'm going to laugh too, bro.
Listen, I tweeted this out earlier. And I want everybody's thoughts on this. So everybody going round table on this. Okay. I got to bring this up.
I haven't used Twitter in a while. I need to go back on using Twitter.
So
Twitter's toxic, though.
So I said that MJF should be on TV every single freaking week.
Facts.
But guys, at the end of the day, when he wins that AEW World Championship at some point in his career, that Wednesday night crowd after he wins that championship,
bro, I'm going to laugh.
It is going to, they are going to be booing in absolute furious fashion. It's just going to be I think when Tommaso Ciampa had no music whatsoever, he had no music, and he just walked out into a sea of boos, everybody just the booing of the crowd was his theme.
Imagine Roman Reigns at the night after he beat the Undertaker times 15.
Yes. The booing of the crowd was their theme music at that time. That's exactly what MJF is going to walk out to as AEW World Champion the first Wednesday night. And it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Yes, sir, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to be happy for him. So I don't care.
I don't care either. I want MJF to be champ.
Wow, what was your thoughts on MJF just squashing Bryce Donovan tonight? I mean, I know the man. I know the kid. And him just showing up on Dynamite, I was like, holy crap.
Look, you could have got tickets, bro. You got tickets. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, he's here.
I didn't at first I didn't see the appeal of MJF, but he is freaking amazing at what
It kind of hurts.
I don't know. I remember when I first saw him and I was like, oh, this is just another knockoff Miz. And I was watching, I'm like, this guy better than me.
Wow.
That's my first opinion. I ain't gonna lie to you. Fuck.
You got it. You good.
That was my first opinion on dude. And I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, okay. And as time went on, he became one of the parts of AEW that I can like understand. You know, I understand what his role is. I understand where he's going. And him being world champion would probably be a freaking amazing night to hear for boos and shit, because a lot of people I've heard don't like him. I've heard a lot of people do not like this man outside of the fucking crowd, but like social media wise and shit. But I mean,
have you seen what he done to a little?
If I got called out by MJF on freaking Twitter, that would be the greatest day in my freaking life.
Hey yo,
he's I
love MJF, bro. Literally, the funny thing I ever seen him do was make fun of a handicapped person. I'm sorry.
My favorite thing about MJF is that he freaking. This was like my other thing. Like he's like I said, he's doing his job, but also when he called out Brian Pillman's Jr.'s mom, like, oh shit.
He does not give a single crap about anything that he says, and that's what makes him an absolute stud.
Hey, you know what's even better?
The only guy who's more of a heel than he is the guy on the.
You know who's better? You know who's a vicious heel than MJF? MJF's mom.
Oh yeah, his mother literally says that we wish we aborted him on his actual birthday. Like,
damn.
How do you?
How do you say that?
What is that?
Wait.
Yeah. She's
like, go back.
She legitimately said that we are sorry that we birthed this kid, and we should have never actually brought him into any of our lives.
She said that about MJF?
Yes. Her own son.
Her own son. Her own flesh and blood.
Mom JF, bro. Mom JF.
Like, geez, like that family is just absolutely amazing. And
I love that.
And the thing is, MJF didn't stop there. MJF didn't stop because he got on the mic. He said that this place is an absolute shithole. Says that he did what he does best: pin shoulders to the mat and bang rats. Okay, that's a pause by MJF right there.
Yo,
that's a pause by MJF.
That had me dying.
He said bang rats. I don't know.
He's banging.
MJF makes fun of everybody's mother. So there you go.
Thanks.
MJF is goated. I don't care. He goated.
This town loves to cheer the losers like Darby Allin.
Hey, yo, chat. Put GOAT JF. Put GOAT JF right now.
Put GOAT JF in the chat.
GOAT JF.
MJF says that he deserves to be AEW World Champion and says that Darby is too scared to show up for work. Asshole chants roar through the arena and says that he knocked out Sting last week. Darby is out of his hair now. There is nothing standing in his way for his destiny. And after a full year, he wants the AEW World title. It doesn't matter who is the champion. And then Sting's music hits. All right?
It's the Stinger.
It stops and MJF laughs. He got us. He calls everybody stupid. The last cut out again. And a figure wearing an MJF mask gets gets on the Titantron, and he drop kicks somebody at a music concert and puts somebody through a table. I don't know what the heck that was about, but it was just great to see. The lights came back on, and it was Sting standing behind the Pinnacle. Sting clears the ring, MJF runs into the crowd, and Darby Allin was standing in the crowd wearing a trench coat. MJF runs away, Allin runs out, lays out Wardlow, and spears with a skateboard filled with thumbtacks, and Darby gets on the mic and just simply says, Full Gear. So we're getting MJF versus Darby Allin at Full Gear. Can't wait for that match.
When is Full Gear?
Full Gear is
November.
It's in the middle of November.
Yeah, middle of November.
Yeah, it's
Full
like
Gear
12 to 13.
Yes, November 13th
Okay.
on a Saturday.
Huh. So does that mean freaking MJF is going to beat Darby? Since
Most
he's
likely,
already-
I
he's
wouldn't
already
say that.
won the World
I wouldn't
Championship,
say that.
so-
Could happen, could not happen. Who knows? We got 2 more weeks to build this. It's only 2 weeks away.
Predictions? Making predictions?
We'll make predictions when the full card comes out.
Okay.
But guys, MJF versus Darby Allin, I think that's going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
It should be.
It's
I would
death.
be confused if it wasn't.
But next, Phil, what we got?
Up next, we had my DJ baby girl, of course. Tony Schiavone is with Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Yo,
D-
Phil,
And-
please ask you, give me a checkup, bro. Hey, just one night, just one. That's
And
all
she is
I'll ask.
she's surprised to find out that she actually has a match with Abaddon
He doesn't
this
know.
week on AEW
I
Rampage.
missed that one. I've been on AEW Dark for a long time now. Jesus.
Baker says that she has a couple of tricks of her own, and guys, the match is going to be. Did they call it a trick or street fight? Is that what it's actually called?
Yeah,
They called it a trick or street fight. Okay,
trick or treat fight, not
trick or treat fight.
yeah,
That's
trick
it.
or treat,
They
yeah.
couldn't do street fight because that's technically WWE's terms, I guess.
Vince would go nuts if he heard that from freaking AEW.
AEW is bro. They
Probably.
be picking something, bro. Dang. Never
Um,
be great.
The trick is
Jeez.
that is no disqualification.
Please, can you pay my
But the treat for Abaddon, if Abaddon somehow beats Britt Baker, which is not happening, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
she would get added into the AEW World Championship match at Full Gear with Tay Conti. So that's not happening. It's going to be Tay Conti versus Britt one-on-one. I never was a big fan of Abaddon to begin with, but we get to see Abaddon on Rampage. Wow, this is going to be this is going to be your first shot at Abaddon. You'll see what she's about.
Because I know she's been on AEW Dark for like forever. So
I haven't seen her in months, so maybe she has been on Dark. So that's
she was taking no wins though, bro. She's a zombie. I will let her eat my burnt. Never mind.
she. I'm telling you right now, she has such a low ceiling. She has such a low ceiling. It's not even funny. I
can't say that. I can't say that on here. It's rated R for sure.
Not even old enough for rated R.
I don't even know what to really say, guys. Whoever hasn't seen her, you'll get a glimpse of her this Friday.
Hey Phil, one question.
But
Can I do a free ad real quick?
go ahead.
Go follow me at MJW Squad _ backup to see music content.
Cool.
Set.
But yeah, it's a zombie on AEW TV.
She can suck me up. Never mind.
I'm telling you right now, it's not going to look good. So
I know. See, if Liv Morgan, I'm sorry, got cheating for one night only, okay? Just one night. But because Phil let me get one night with the doctor, so.
Phil's booked all week, man. You gotta remember that.
Every single day. Moving on.
Phil, there's gonna be one night with Britt Baker, bro. One night with Britt Baker. Just one. That's all I want, just one. Sharing is caring, bro.
Y'all don't shut up.
Yo,
Sasha's still mine. And just telling you that.
Hey, nah, we ain't.
Tell
Please talk about Abaddon real quick. What are your thoughts heading into this?
I thought she was freaking what Jack's freaking Rosemary from Impact. I was like, who the hell's that? I don't know who these people are still.
She pretty much is a discount Rosemary, like Jazz said.
What the hell? What the hell?
I think that
nice.
it was all right. Nice. I think it was all right. But the way how the ending was not, Of course, we got the most devastating. We have the most devastating finish of all time, the fruit roll up, of course.
Yes,
what do you mean? The match hasn't happened yet.
Oh, it hasn't happened?
What are you talking about?
On Friday. What are you talking about?
I think I'm drunk, bro.
Bro, I have not smelled drugs today. I have not said drugs today, bro.
No, I haven't.
Honestly, Saul's not wrong. It probably will end on our fucking roll up, but who knows?
Fruit roll up is happening.
Or disqualification.
Well, no, it's no disqualification.
Oh, right. I'm an idiot.
So
she'll get jumped then. She'll get jumped.
She'll get jumped by Jamie Hayter and Rebel, and we'll figure it out. But I'm telling you right now, Loft, you're not going to be that much impressed. I'll tell you that right now.
Abaddon's entertaining, bro. What do you mean?
Abaddon sucks in the ring. It's pretty much that. And like I said, the ceiling with her being a zombie is just so low as a ceiling. It's not good. Moving on.
That hurts.
Ethan Page makes his entrance for the TNT Championship match that he has against the Spanish guy Sammy Guevara, and we have this match. Sammy Guevara just runs down, attacks Ethan Page, and we just pretty much have a brawl before the match actually gets started. The TNT Championship match starts as we have, if Ethan Page wins, Sammy Guevara is out of the inner circle. And he wins the TNT Championship, of course. But if Sammy wins, he does not want to retain, but he gets to stay inside the inner circle, and he gets to pick the remaining members of America's Top Team for their match at Full Gear. Great match. What's up?
I was gonna say, Sammy's gonna win that because there's no way you're kicking yourself out of the inner circle. There's no way.
Well, no, he did win it. He did.
Okay, good.
Saul, what are you talking about?
Did you watch the show?
Are you high?
I did, and then I was busy, bro.
He got drunk. He got drunk during
the show, guys. He didn't.
A little bit.
Was it tequila or was it like what you drink?
2 shots of tequila. Had a little bit of apple crown,
There you go. That's gonna get you. That's gonna get you wild.
I mean, sorry, that was.
Had a little bit of apple crown for the last shot. Before I came on this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what you doing in the crib,
bro? You drank like 3 different alcohol beverages in 2 hours.
Yeah.
He's of age. YouTube. He's of age. YouTube. Just prefacing.
I mean, love. I do drugs. I'm not.
Shut up.
Stop.
You're gonna get canceled.
I'm gonna read the rest of the match out to you guys. So Paige rolls to the outside. Guevara climbs to the top rope and actually hits a shooting star press onto Paige on the outside. And holy shit, fans just roar through the arena. It looked fucking fantastic. I love Sammy Guevara.
Yeah,
it's so clean.
So Paige knocks Guevara off the top rope after that when they get back in the ring, and he covers them for a 2 count. Paige climbs to the top, and Guevara leaps to the top after him, and Paige picks him up with a body slam and just...
Hey, I had a question.
Yes.
Where do you get your information from?
Ringside.
Okay.
Does it matter?
I'm just asking, Jesus.
So Paige hits
I never
a
asked you
huge shoulder tackle after the body slam from the top rope, cover for a 2 count, and Paige goes for an avalanche Eagle's Edge, and Guevara reverses it into a Hurricane Rana. Guevara misses a standing shooting star, but hits a double leg into a jackknife pin. 1, 2, 3, and still your TNT champion, Sammy Guevara. Great stuff.
Yes, sir.
Amazing in-ring action. And we get the 5-on-5 tag match at Full Gear. Inner Circle, the entirety of the Inner Circle, taking on America's Top Team. And, what the heck is their tag team name? Men of the Year. So it's going to be great. I don't know who the rest of the team will be for America's Top Team, but we'll find out in the next week.
Imagine being all the UFC fighters.
It will be. It will be. Because I really don't know what else America's Top Team has. Other than UFC fighters. So we'll see what happens. They pick them next week, so.
You will go one-on-one with the Dolomitis.
John Laurinaitis, oh God.
Power.
He's the member. He's a member. Yep. OTB signs John Laurinaitis. I don't care. No, I'm playing.
So, yeah, I mean, we can go over what Jericho said, but he pretty much just said what I said. We're going to have the 5-on-5 at Full Gear, and it's going to be Sky.
He cussed a lot.
Yeah, it's going to be Sky and Paige versus America's Top Team. Well, and America's Top Team versus Inner Circle. In a Minneapolis street fight. So we're getting this in a street fight. And he said that he is going to... He said that he was going to put kendo sticks up everyone's backside. And...
Pause. What the heck, Jericho? Like, what?
And pretty much make meat kebabs out of everyone. So,
Human Centipede Part 2.
What?
The Human Centipede. Here we go.
I don't even know if that's
PC. Then he quotes Aerosmith to end it off. So,
innocence personified.
That's not Aerosmith. That's Judas. The guys,
I love how he lets them sing the song before he starts talking.
Well, listen, you gotta let them finish it off because I mean,
how do you miss the best part of it?
That's the best part of AEW, man. Judas in my mind.
He's gonna let them finish one way or another.
Take that, Mr. Wilson. I mean, Prescott, Jesus.
Okay.
I'm playing Madden, bro. Remember that.
But guys, I want to get you guys' thoughts on this one though, because oh my God, it just says Kingston, so I automatically thought of Kofi. Eddie Kingston, Eddie Kingston, and Brian Danielson are backstage with Tony Schiavone. Kingston and Brian.
This man.
Kingston said that Brian said that he was not a hard worker. Kingston says that he's battled depression.
I'm sorry, Phil. Hold on. I'm sorry, real quick.
What do you want?
You mixed up Eddie Kingston with.
It just says Kingston on the report, all right? So I automatically thought Kofi. Don't come at me.
Now that's a hate crime. Now that's a hate crime.
Review, bro.
Now that's a hate crime.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, he's on SmackDown, sir. How do you even get that mixed up?
It just says Kingston, all right?
Yeah, but it's an AEW show.
Moving on.
It's not even Friday yet.
Hey, man, leave the man alone, man.
I'm sorry.
Kingston says that he's battled depression, anger, and he never knows what he's going to do because he takes a pill to make sure that he does not flip out on anybody. He's done talking and listening, so he said, "Excuse my back," and he walks away.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious to me.
Bro, me and Eddie Kingston doing drugs before.
Brian says that this is the Kingston that he wants to face. Somebody with with the will to fight, and Brian says that he has been through all that shit too, and he doesn't complain. Brian says that there isn't one person that hasn't gone through this, and that he isn't saying that Kingston is a hard worker. He knows that he's worked every single night that he's been in that ring. He and Moxley are the two toughest wrestlers that he's ever met in his life, and on Friday he will prove that he is the best by beating Kingston. This is a great promo.
How do you
guys are going to see it on Friday, and this is what this AEW tournament is going to be about. I can't fucking wait to see this on Friday. I can't. It's going to be great.
Touchdown, baby.
I mean, I can't wait. Eddie Kingston versus Bryan Danielson. Can't wait. I mean, it's gonna be a good match. You know what I'm saying? I will say. Eddie Kingston's good. He is good, but I don't see.
That's pretty obvious. So for you to say, it's pretty obvious.
It's not happening. Kingston's not winning this. We all know that.
Yeah, he ain't taking that. He ain't taking the dub. He's taking the L, of course. You know.
I have a question. Like, do you think in Eddie Kingston promo he was telling the truth, like 100% the truth, like real life stuff?
Sometimes, most of the time, yeah.
I'm not in this promo today.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it felt real.
That man's phenomenal on the mic. What you mean?
Yeah, but
all the promos that we heard today on this show were absolute amazing stuff that we've heard from everybody.
Yeah, but just Eddie Kingston's promos hit different though, because you can tell he's actually telling the truth for real.
Oh yeah, Eddie Kingston, anytime that he's on the mic, it's most likely 100% real shit. So
yeah,
he puts that on everything. Put that on Brooklyn.
He probably does put it all on the line out there for those promos, and honestly, those are kind of the best promos. If you lay out some real shit out there,
without exposing yourself, Xavier,
you're gonna get people invested, and you're gonna get people behind you.
I mean, unless you expose yourself, Xavier.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Of course, this man has to do that.
I'm finna get blocked.
Nate, what were your thoughts on this entire promo?
I really like the promo. Super heartfelt. But yeah, I'm more excited about the match than the promo. We all know that Brian is going to take the dub. But
Elliot.
But yeah, man, I just can't wait to see the match. The promo was good. Eddie Kingston, like I said, was spitting true facts. Brian was spitting true facts. So just looking forward to the match.
Ezekiel Elliott, man, come on.
Hey,
suck.
Hey, Brian Danielson most likely will beat him. But what do you think? You think it's gonna be a good match, Phil?
Of course.
I thought you were gonna say something else. So I thought you were gonna say he can win the tournament. Like that's pretty obvious.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if Bryan Danielson's going to win this entire thing, to be completely honest.
Yeah,
yeah. We'll get to Moxley because I got some shit I need to say.
I got something to say before you have to say anything, Phil. When it comes to Moxley, when we get to it, though.
You're probably going to take what I said, and that's about
basically. But we'll get to it. We'll talk about it.
Can you pay the bills?
I think it's going to be great. I think we're going to have a great match. It's going to be Moxley and Brian in the finals. We just got to figure out what's going to happen. So it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great match on Friday. I hope that the Kingston and Bryan match is the main event. I don't as much as I love Britt Baker. That match right there with Abaddon, it's not main event worthy. This AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament semifinal match, that one has to be the main event. So
can you make a deal?
What?
And in a few months or a few years, when Abaddon becomes over,
she won't be.
You gotta admit you're wrong. Okay, cool.
She won't be. But
She will. Come on, give her a chance. Come on. Yeah.
TBS,
Philadelphia.
it's not happening.
Okay.
TBS Championship Tournament Round 1 match between Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida. This was great.
That was a great match.
I love Serena Deeb. I've always loved Serena Deeb. I've always liked Shida as well. This match had everything. Like if you just want some great women's professional wrestling, that's what you got here. And we had Shida. Shida was locked in an inverted figure 4, right? And Shida gets to the ropes. This is awesome chance for her roaring out through the arena. And Deeb picks up and suplexes Shida, and Shida kicks her and grabs the plaque herself. She doesn't use it, and Deeb gets a roll for a 2 count, and Shida gets a roll up, then Deeb, and then again reverses it for a 1, 2, 3. It was a great back and forth session for deep roll up pins here, but Shida gets the win. Shida gets her 50th win in AEW, and the only 2 people that have 50 wins in this company are Shida and Jungle Boy. That's a great thing. It's a great thing, and we pretty much had Hikaru winning here, but I love the intensity of Serena Deeb, and like Lewis said in our group chat, we need more people like Deeb when it comes to professional wrestling, when it comes to the women's division. Not in just this one, but in any women's division for that matter. She is great. And anything that she's done as a heel so far in AEW, amazing stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good match, but is there more? Who's more on the tournament left, Phil?
We still got. Oh God, no, I got
it. We got Anna Jay and Jamie Hayter, and then we got.
I can pull it up. It's right here. I don't think we've seen Velvet and the Bunny yet, have we?
No, we haven't.
No, not yet.
Velvet and the Bunny and Anna Jay and Jamie Hayter.
All right. I
think one of them's happening on Friday, I believe, but who knows?
Anna Jay is facing Thunder?
Well, if Anna Jay wins, yes.
Okay. If Anna Jay
and if Velvet wins, she'll be facing Jade, so...
RIP to Red Velvet.
Yeah, but we'll get those two matches in due time, and yeah, man, this tournament has been kicking things off great, and I've loved every single second of it. I just like tournaments. I just like tournaments. Tournaments are a great way to crown a first champion, and they're doing it in perfection so far. So
I think they're doing good. I think they're doing good. Yeah, this match was good.
Yep. The most devastating move in all of entertainment. The fruit
roll up. Nah. No, you gotta remember, Arn Anderson's Glock is the most devastating finisher of all time.
It is roll-up season, ladies and gentlemen.
So, guys, after that, we had another Eliminator tournament.
Oh, shoot.
But this time it was an AEW World Title Eliminator tournament.
Phil?
You'd like to report a murder? Yes.
Can I report a murder, please? Can I legit report a murder?
Yes.
What happened was, y'all? What happened was there was a murder that happened tonight. Moxley pretty much killed 10
Dark Order's number 10 legitimately got murdered on national TV.
Oh my god!
R.I.P. We need to raise the funeral. We need to arrange the funeral, Phil, for tomorrow. Because like R.I.P. in peace. Like
R.I.P. in peace.
Yeah.
Moxley hits a German suplex right off the bat, and Moxley with stomps in the corner. 10 with a back elbow strike, and Moxley knocks him out of the ring, throws him into steel stairs. Moxley rips the mask and bites 10. Moxley rams 10 into the ring post, and 10 is busted open at this point. Like, literally just busted open the hard way. 10 hits a back elbow, chop strikes, pump kick in the corner, and Moxley hits a huge lariat. Moxley with pounding blows on the mat, and Moxley then hits a paradigm shift. 1, 2, 3. The man legitimately got killed tonight. I knew this was going to happen considering how Moxley has been portrayed ever since this Eliminator tournament just got started. And even before then, honestly. But Moxley is not going to stop until he gets to that final, until he gets what he wants. And that is a shot at the AEW World Championship. This man is not going to stop.
I mean, like I said, RIP to Dark Order 10. I have to say that again. RIP to him. Moxley's not going to stop. And Phil, you did talk about. I remember you told me that you are seeing a heel turn between Mox.
Mox is turning heel. He's turning heel. It is going to really happen. Moxley's heel turn is finally going to culminate at Full Gear against Bryan Danielson. You can totally see it coming, and you can totally just see the seeds being planted. And once that Full Gear match happens, it's a wrap.
I mean, when Moxley, when I saw the freaking mask came off, Moxley ripped the mask off or whatever. I was like, bro. I was like, yeah, this man's not even gonna make it out alive. And I was surprised they didn't make. I'm surprised that this match was not like Extreme or whatever, Extreme Rules or whatever the fuck. That would have been crazy.
Well, no, the tournament matches are always just going to be normal one-on-ones. I know. There's no stipulations.
Well, when it's I feel like when you get the title, I feel like there should be a stipulation, something cool.
I can see your point, but it's always just going to be a one-on-one match.
I will say, Moxley is going. Moxley will not stop until he gets back that AEW World Title, which I don't think that's going to happen. He will be champion again. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Also, guys, you gotta remember that Moxley's already a champion. Because he's GCW World Champion right now. Still,
Well, first we got to get this championship off of Kenny, and then we'll talk about who the heck is going to take it off of Hangman. And I already got somebody in mind to do that.
I want Andrade. I want Andrade to be champ.
He'll be champion at some point, but
Idolo.
The man legitimately got killed tonight. Nate, I don't know. I said this on Twitter. And I'm gonna say it here on the live. Moxley shows up, kicks ass, and he leaves.
That's exactly what he did tonight.
That's it.
That's exactly what he did tonight. Rest in peace to Mr. 10. Yeah, man. Moxley is going for that AEW championship, bro. We know that he haven't really held the championship in about a year. Maybe about a year. So I know that's weighing heavy on his conscience right now. He's gonna do whatever he can to get that AEW championship back. I still got Bryan winning the whole thing, but Moxley, man, he's on a tear right now, and I can't wait to see what else happens. So
Mm.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think, Phil?
You know what? When it comes to the finals of this tournament, it's going to be a really tough thing to call. With Moxley being as dominant as he is right now, and with Bryan Danielson just on this absolute high of momentum right now, I don't. I'll be completely honest. I literally have no idea who's going to win that match between those two. I knew this match was going to be the finals, but this match can go either way, and it honestly can go either way. So I don't. It's a tough thing to call. I think in my predictions I actually did have Bryan Danielson win this thing, but I'm not going to be shocked one bit if they give it to Mox here. So we'll see what happens. I can't wait for it. It's just going to be an absolute banger one way or another. Tony Schiavone is with FTR backstage, and earlier on in the night, the Lucha Bros laid out a challenge for the AEW Tag Team Titles at Full Gear against FTR. FTR pretty much just said, yes, we accept, and we'll have that match at Full Gear. So FTR versus Lucha Bros at Full Gear for the AEW Tag Titles. Going to be great.
I mean, those tactiles ain't going off. They ain't going off, my boys. They ain't going nowhere.
No.
Like those tactiles ain't leaving my boys at all. You know, my Lucha Bros. Nope. Like I said, all I want is Santana and Ortiz. That's it. I know it's not till Revolution, but I need that.
All I want for Christmas is Santana Ortiz.
But go ahead.
What I was about to say. Oh yeah, this gonna be my last thing, and then I'm gonna head to sleep for work. But yeah, man, Lucha Bros, FTR is gonna be a fantastic match. Like any match with the Lucha Bros is gonna be killer. I'll just say that right now. Like the Lucha Bros is I can't explain, bro. They're fantastic tag team, fantastic matches overall. FTR, same great tag team as well. It's gonna be a banger of a match. Can't wait. And with that being said, I am going to head to sleep for work tomorrow. I wish I could stay, but yeah, your boy is for one, he's old, and for two, I need to sleep for work. So.
No problem, my man. Have a good night.
All right, so I'll catch y'all tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
Bye, chat.
Later. We're live.
Well, said he'd be right back, and he hasn't been back in a little bit. So we'll just we'll move on just real quick. But up next, and here's the thing. If you want to mute yourself, so I wouldn't even mind, because I know you hate this, man. It was Cody next, and
for fuck's sake, turn heel. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay, I'll just run down everything, and you guys can listen to me. So Cody Rhodes music hits, and it was just a chorus of boos. Like the man absolutely got booed out of the building. As always, Cody comes out smirking, and Arn Anderson comes out and hugs Cody. Cody throws his jacket into the crowd. In the ring, Cody is met with huge boos once again. Cody says that he hears them. He hears you online. He hears old men shouting at clouds. Last week, he hit a Tiger Driver 98, and for a brief moment, he thought he was hitting a different move. What would happen? Would he have popped up sneered abuse of his EVP powers, or do you want to know why he didn't? Because it's too easy. That is the easy way out. If you want to boo the narrative, boo the true narrative, it's not in his nature. Put yourself in my shoes. He throws his shoes into the crowd at this point. Dustin is likely better than him, he says, and he's got a wife that's too hot for him. And the easy way out is not the way. He will not turn. The reason is because he loves us too much, and he's done so his entire life. He apologizes for becoming too Hollywood. He apologizes to the Nightmare family, and he says that it's an honor to stand in the ring with Arn Anderson. He apologizes to Arn and shakes his hand. Andrade El Idolo comes out and asks, who does he think he is? These people don't like you. They don't like him. But he doesn't care about the people. Says Cody makes stupid choices, and he's got a stupid tattoo. Andrade can make Cody his little bitch, and the lights go out. Malachi Black appears, standing right next to Andrade, and Black then spits black mist into Cody's face.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
Andrade and Black beat down Cody and Arn, and Pac runs down to save Cody and Arn. Pac clears the ring and beats down Andrade, and he mocks Black by sitting crisscross in the middle of the ring. Commentator runs down the Rampage card, and up next is the Dark Order versus the Elite. So there you go. It's going to be a great thing. The only thing that I have a problem with here is that no matter what Cody says, he literally said that he is not turning. But no matter what he says, it is going to be a detriment to him, because no matter where the fuck AEW goes, he's just going to get booed. He's just going to get booed, and that's it.
Yep. Yeah. As he should. Yes.
The man has not done shit wrong, but he's going to get booed any chance that he gets.
Bullshit. Yeah, he has.
Like, the man has done shit wrong. But he spent that entire segment telling all of us that he just simply won't turn because it's too easy. But regardless of what he says, people are still going to boo him no matter where they go. So in the long run, this promo, it's not going to mean a single fucking thing. And it's just, there you go. He won't turn, but he needs to. So there you go. But up next, guys. Up next, we have the Dark Order taking on the Super Elite in Adam Cole, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega.
Oh dear God!
This was great, though. This was great.
It was a good main event.
You cannot say that this was not a great match.
It was a good main event.
Usually 8-man tags when it comes to AEW, I like, they're great. They're pretty entertaining. They're fun, but they get way too crazy at times. This was just way too much fun for me to even hate.
They can get annoying sometimes.
Like, we had Johnny Hungy come out as Bambi. All right, and I'm not even joking. Like, he literally wore a Bambi costume. We had Stu Grayson come out as, I believe Stu Grayson was Kratos, if I'm not mistaken. Evil Uno was just dressed up like as a cowboy. And Colt Cabana, he was dressed up as Brendan Cutler with the cold spray. And then the Elite dressed up as the Ghostbusters.
Oh God,
And
that was cringy as fuck.
It was fucking awesome, though. It was fucking
cringe
awesome.
as fuck. It was cringe as fuck.
And Mikey Ruckus, the AEW producer for their music, I got an exclusive on how he pretty much made up their music for tonight from himself. So he came out and said publicly that he got a call at 5:30 today. All right. We need Ghostbusters type track.
Oh God.
He was stuck in traffic until 6:15 p.m. Right? He started producing the music at 6:28. His computer froze at approximately 7:18. Less than 30 minutes of progress, completely lost. Right? He lost completely 30 minutes of his progress for that theme. He didn't panic. He reworked on it. He remixed it, and he delivered that theme at 8:03 p.m. That just shows to me this man is absolutely hard at work for this company when it comes to him making these theme tracks, and it sounded phenomenal. For the fact that you lost like half your product in the matter of time that you had, and you delivered it at 3 minutes after 8 for the main event, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. So I give every credit in the world to Mikey Ruckus. The man actually follows me on Twitter, which is great. And I give all the credit to him in the world. So, but guys, this match was phenomenal. This match had everything that you wanted out of it and more. So Omega hits a Snapdragon suplex, triple super kick, cover. Grayson breaks up the cover. Uno hits a neck breaker to Nick. And Cole hits a super kick. Omega with a knee strike, and Silver with an enziguri. Matt accidentally hits the ref, and Matt with a low blow to Stu Grayson. Triple low blows to all of the Dark Order, and the Elite get the Proton packs. Hits a quadruple Proton pack shots to the Dark Order. They pile up the Proton packs, and they powerbomb Colt Cabana onto them. I don't know what happened to Saul. I don't. He just left. It's just me and Loff here. Loff is on mute though, so I don't know what happened. The horse costume comes running out with Five and Reynolds, and the Elite beat them down. Omega low blows the horse. And like you literally probably think that I'm joking here, but I'm not. Like, there was a legitimate horse costume. So we had a 4-way BTE trigger onto the horse, and they removed the mask, revealing that it's actually Brandon Cutler. The Marshmallow Mask reveal himself to be Hangman Adam Page, which is Loft's favorite guy, and he's not here right now, which is a complete. Well, it was Hangman. Hangman was here tonight. Saul said it was a Wi-Fi issue, so if he gets back, he gets back, but it's mainly probably just going to be me here for tonight. So Hangman Adam Page hits a clothesline on Matt Jackson. Grayson with a moonsault to the outside, and Paige hits a Deadeye on Omega, which got a great pop from the crowd. Silver hits an airplane spin on Omega and gets the 1, 2, 3. Great stuff. Great stuff. Now, he did not pin the AEW World Champion. I will say that. He did not pin Kenny Omega. I don't want you guys to get that twisted. He pinned Matt Jackson. He pinned one of the Jackson brothers. So he did not pin the AEW World Champion. Believe me on that. The Dark Order celebrate in the ring as the Elite run out of here. Paige drinks a beer and is staring down the Elite on the ramp as Dynamite goes off the air. This was a great episode of Dynamite, and I cannot wait to see what they have next in store. We got 2 more weeks heading into AEW Full Gear on Saturday, November 13th, and I just can't wait for the future of this company. This company is on an absolute high right now, and they're not stopping. They are not stopping. If you are not on the AEW fan train, you gotta get on. You gotta get on, because right now this train is on a full-fledged. It's on a high-speed chase, and like I said, if you're not on it, you're quickly just going to be left behind. So, guys, that's it for AEW. We are going to turn it over to NXT, and we're going to be talking about NXT's Halloween Havoc event that happened last night. Well, 2 nights ago, technically, because it is officially October 28th. But it's time for NXT. This was a great episode of NXT. We had great stuff happen on all accounts for this show. We had a great main event for the NXT Championship. We had a great ladder match for the women's tag titles. Pretty much everything on the show was a banger except for one match, and that was Joe Gacy. But of course, it's Joe Gacy, so what else is new? Let me move on to NXT. Oh, and the main event, the NXT Championship, absolute banger. But no, we're talking about NXT Halloween Havoc that happened on Tuesday. As you guys know, there was no stream on Tuesday, mainly because my internet just fucked up. So we're just doing a super show review of NXT and Dynamite tonight, mainly because we just could not get it to you on Tuesday when it actually happened. We kicked things off on Halloween Havoc with a Scarewell to Hell ladder match. Io Shirai and Zoey Stark defended their tag team titles against Indy Hartwell, Persia, Pirotta, and Toxic Attraction. Great stuff here. We had a scary spot with Io Shirai. There was a ladder bridge between the ring apron and the one of the the announce table to the outside. Indy Hartwell pushes the ladder over, and Io Shirai falls almost headfirst into the ladder. It was a crazy bump. It turned out to be okay. It turned out that she was okay, but it could have ended in a lot worse ways, right? So at the end of it all, we have new tag team champions in Toxic Attraction.
Boo. Boo.
Finally, the man is here.
Boo. I'm sorry, Phil. Boo.
You did not talk the entirety of the AEW review. What the heck was up?
I had to do like 4 different things. They all came at once. I got mad phone calls and people yelling at me. I'm okay. Everything's cool. I heard Adam Page and I screamed, but they didn't know why I screamed, and I couldn't say it because they don't watch wrestling, so it just seemed weird. But you know what I'm saying?
Well, what were your thoughts? I mean, Hangman just showed up, kicked ass, and left.
I love that guy. He's freaking awesome. I love that guy. Dark
Order beat the Elite. Was that shocking to you?
No, I'm still trying to get the. You know, I have an issue with the whole AEW stables thing, but I mean,
yeah.
It was what it was. I just love when Adam Page is on the screen. So I mean, shit. I freaking love that guy.
Well, trust me, man, you'll love him even more at Full Gear. So be prepared.
Yes.
The Toxic Attraction won the tag titles.
Boo.
Like I said, that crazy bump from Io Shirai.
Yeah.
It turns out that she's okay.
Well, thank God.
Yeah. It's just too crazy of a bump. But reports came out earlier on that day that we were going to have a lot of new champions here on the show, and it did turn out that was the case. But to be completely honest, even though we don't like the champions, it can't take anything away from what these 6 women did in this tag team ladder match. This was a great match, and I mean, Io Shirai should have been called up a long time ago. Zoey Stark still needs more time, and the rest of the 4 women, they obviously need more time. But I think at the end of the day, taking the titles off of Io and Zoey were the right call. It was just a matter of who the heck was going to win this thing.
Yeah. I hate it, man. I freaking hate it. I hate it. I knew as soon as they won, I was like, yeah, somehow Mandy's gonna freaking win this main event. And then, just pain came. It was just mad pain and despair. I was angry. Good match, but I just don't like the day one. I don't see it. I'm not feeling it.
I can see it. I can see what you mean. And guys, now when it comes to the segments here on the show, it was mainly just a Halloween party backstage. I can go over them, but the main stuff on the show were the matches. So I'm just gonna go over the matches if that's cool with you guys, because honestly, it was just a Halloween party. Somebody went through a table that had candy on it. It is what it is. Up next we had Joe Gacy versus Malik Blade. This was meaningless, but Joe Gacy got the win. After that, we even had Harland just there, and Joe Gacy just had his hands on his face, and he's like, "Yeah, you can follow me now." And they just walked away.
What are y'all doing?
They just walked away and lived happily ever after. I guess I don't know. Joe Gacy's still trying to find his zen, and obviously his zen is with this man named Harland. So there you go. Odyssey Jones takes on Roderick Strong, and honestly, in another pointless match. I love Odyssey Jones, I love Roderick Strong, but when you have these two together and something completely meaningless, why would I care?
Yeah, there was no real point for this.
Odyssey Jones is not even a cruiserweight, so he can't even challenge for the title.
Yeah, Oh my god!
Even though he was on 205 Live all those years ago or months ago. The title wasn't even on the line.
He definitely is not a cruiserweight. Huh.
But yet he was on 205 Live during those months to try to build him up.
Maybe just doing stuff.
Yeah, they just be doing stuff. There's only 5 legitimate cruiserweights on that roster. So they have to put people on there.
Blended.
Roderick Strong won here. Which it's not realistic, but it's Roderick Strong as a champion, so.
Oh, yeah, Jazz. Yeah. Freaking during the Halloween party, Lash Legend finally let freaking Tony get on the
D'Angelo,
show.
yeah, be on the show.
Oh man, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Oh,
I love Tony D'Angelo. I love Lash Legend. It's gonna be a great segment.
Can that just be the whole show next week? I just want to see them talk for 2 hours.
It's gonna be a freaking goal of mine at this point to have Tony D'Angelo follow me on Twitter.
I got it. You do that, you win.
Once I hopefully get that, that's it. That's it.
You win.
And Lob, I forgot to mention this to you, but he follows JD.
Oh, that's great.
He follows JD.
Of course he does. That's great.
The man is an absolute stud. Every single time I see Tony D'Angelo on my screen, it's an instant classic. It's an instant blast. I love the guy.
It's a very, very good character.
We had a spin. It was a spin the wheel, make a deal match for the NXT Women's Championship, and it was a Chucky's Choice match.
Yeah.
But he chose a trick or street fight. This match was great. We had a spot where Raquel Gonzalez was sitting in one of the ring commentators' chairs, right? Mm-hmm. So Mandy stole a chair from, I believe it was Barrett. Mm-hmm. She sat Raquel into the chair, literally walked her in with the kendo stick, kicks it down, so she just fell to her back. The camera cut to Mandy Rose as she was just celebrating. And then, out of nowhere, we just see Raquel Gonzalez with this scream mask on her face, and she's just holding a fire extinguisher. She has her head tilt, and then she just sprays the fire extinguisher. She's like, just, here you go. Have some cold smoke on you. There you go.
She's the best.
Raquel Gonzalez looked fantastic here. Mandy Rose actually looked great in this match. And at the end of the day, well, I know you're not going to hear this or believe me even when I say this, but Mandy Rose got the fucking win. But it wasn't just by her alone, because Gonzalez covers, but Rose kicks out. Gonzalez leans against the ropes, and suddenly a hooded woman hits her in the back with a fucking shovel.
Very hard.
Very hard.
God.
Like, you literally heard the ding that it fucking made on her back. And like, I hope at some point somebody reveals like the bruising on Raquel's back, because there's no way that she did not get hit for real with that fucking shovel.
Yeah, that's
you got hit.
That crap hurt.
Rose then hits Raquel with a leaping knee and pins her for the win. So it's not like she just beat her upright. She won with help, and that help was from Dakota Kai. So looks like we're getting a Dakota versus Raquel feud later on, and whoever pretty much wins that, I guarantee was probably going to get called up to the main roster. Or something of that, because I don't. Raquel's ready. She's ready. She's ready by now, and Dakota's been ready for like the last 7 years. She's been she's been here for I don't even know how long. Like I want to look up how long Dakota Kai has been here in NXT because it's definitely been at least over 5 years.
This is crazy.
Let me take a look because I know she's been here for over 5 years. So early appearance. Okay, so yeah. She appeared on the October 14th, 2015 episode of NXT under the name of Evie when she was debuting against Nia Jax. So she was pretty much just in these squash matches for Nia Jax, and then she actually participated in the first ever Mae Young Classic under the ring name Dakota Kai. So yeah, she's been here in NXT since 2015. So that's roughly 6 years. She's ready, and it's like I don't know how much she can learn. Not everybody is going to be a women's champion.
Yeah.
Like we can't just wait for her to be a women's champion, have her hold it for over 100 days, make her lose it, and then she's ready. Not everybody needs the women's championship. She's been here for 6 years. What else does she want to do? Other than win the championship, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
I've been a huge fan of Dakota Kai ever since that first Mae Young Classic, so maybe it's just me being biased and I just want her here already.
I mean, it could go either way for me. I don't really have an opinion on her. She's cool. She's a great wrestler. I don't really have an opinion on her. But I mean, I thought she would be on the main roster way before this whole Raquel and Dakota feud started the first time when they fought at fucking takeover.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I assume whenever the feud ends, I would hope that both of them move up at the exact same time.
Yeah.
And just put them on two different shows. Just don't put them on the same show because that's just but put one on SmackDown, put one on Raw, and hopefully don't destroy them both. You know.
That's also the thing that kind of scares me. Like I want them on the main roster, but we've seen the track record of NXT.
Yeah, that's what scares me. I don't want Dakota Kai or especially freaking Raquel to get destroyed because I'm going to be honest. As far as Raquel's character goes, I feel like there's a lot more to go with Dakota's. I feel like Dakota has a little bit more personality, but Raquel just has more pure power in like wrestling, appearance and physicality and stuff like that. While Dakota Kai also has the skill, but she has more personality that you can work with. So both of them do things well. I just don't want Raw and SmackDown, well, mainly Raw, to freaking demolish them. You know.
I could not agree with you more. Next, guys, we had the Usos' brother, Sikoa, Solo Sikoa, make his in-ring debut. Well, not technically his in-ring debut. He didn't have a match. He just kind of kicked ass and left.
Pretty much.
He beat up LA Knight and he beat up Grayson Waller. That's it. And First of all, I have to say, I know he's a brother, so obviously he's gonna look like them, but he is legitimately a mirror image of the Usos.
They have the strongest genes ever. Like, everyone in that family is exactly the same.
Like he is legitimately like a mirror image.
So it's crazy.
Like obviously, I mean, he doesn't have the long hair like the Usos do, so I knew it wasn't I knew it wasn't one of the Usos. But if they shaved their hair to have the style that Sikoa has, that's the Usos.
Pure.
Like it's legitimately a mirror image.
I haven't seen genes that strong in freaking I don't know how long. They all look exactly alike. Like the 5 of them. It's nuts. Well,
Jazz says that he reminded her of Umaga. I don't know, just the way that he walks. I could see that. And yes, Josh, they have another brother. So
yeah.
I'm telling you guys, this entire family, like they have so much in this family, in this bloodline. No pun intended. Sorry, that was terrible. But in all seriousness, they have so much in this family that you literally can't get rid of them. You can't. You got Roman, you got the Usos, you got Naomi's married into the bloodline. You got Tamina, you got I know there's somebody else on the main roster. Who is it? Nia Jax. Nia Jax is a part of the family, believe it or not. You got The Rock, obviously The Rock. You got Solo here. I know there are others. I think somehow, some way, Samoa Joe is in this family somehow.
I was wondering that.
Is he? Like, I could have sworn he was.
I never thought he was because he doesn't have the tattoo that all of them have. I thought
Samoa Joe and The Rock related. Let's actually take this look. Samoa Joe has no relation to them or their cousin The Rock. Okay, so no, he's not. He's not in the family. I could have sworn that he was.
That's what I was thinking. I know every one of them has the big tribal tattoo on their chest, and I always knew that Joe never had that. So I was like, oh, he must not be with them. Like,
in an article of the Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Samoa Joe claims to share a distant ancestor with the Anoa'i family, but well before Reverend Anoa'i, so he is not a member of the family. Okay, I could have sworn he was. That's my mistake then. But hey, I mean, you can't blame me for all that time I thought he was. Like, I mean, you really couldn't blame me. But there's probably some other members here in this family that we don't even know about that could possibly make it here in WWE. So, listen, Solo looks great. I think he's going to be something here. I was talking to some people earlier on, and it wasn't just people in our chat. I was talking to other friend groups that are big wrestling fanatics, and people were saying that with this run that Solo is going to have in NXT, they think he's going to not last long in NXT, and they're going to straight shot him right onto SmackDown to join the Bloodline. I wouldn't want that. He needs to grow first. He needs to grow into this character. We don't even know this guy yet. He hasn't even shown up for a cup of coffee, and everybody wants him in the Bloodline already.
That's the weird thing about it. When you have a huge family like that, I always prefer that they learn their own character themselves first, and then add them to that. Don't just throw them in there because then we don't know who he is, so we won't care. All we know is Roman, Jimmy, and Jay. He'll just be the guy
Right.
who's back there because we don't know who he is as a person yet because he hasn't even had a full match yet. So
Yeah. I mean, yes, he's a part of the bloodline. We get that, but we were talking about this earlier today, Loft. And I'm bringing this into the Mysterios at this point. Just because Dom is related to Rey Mysterio should not have meant that he should have just gone straight shotted to the main roster just to join his dad. He needed some time. He still needs time. So
yeah,
you put these guys right into the fire to ultimately see him fail. I would not have wanted Solo Sikoa to immediately fail on the main roster. Now, if he was paired with his brothers and cousin, would he technically fail? Probably not, but you get what I mean. It's
yeah.
you don't just straight shot somebody, especially of this caliber with this family, just straight up there like that. I want him to learn and succeed first, and then maybe we can figure it out.
That's true.
But the kid looks great. I'm trying to. The kid is obviously very young. Solo Sikoa. Trying to figure out his age right now. I just looked at a picture of the guy and he's literally in his cell. You cannot. All right. I can't find him. All right. Oh well. Point is, the kid's young and he's going to do great things. So
Yeah.
we're moving on as we have the NXT Tag Team Titles on the line in a Lumberjack a Lantern match. That was a terrible pun by NXT, so great job on that. But it was pretty much a Lumberjack match for the NXT Tag Team Titles. Great stuff. I would have said that this was match of the night if it was not for that women's tag team ladder match. I think that ladder match was the match of the night in my opinion, but this was honestly either a close second or a close third, depending on that main event. And MSK versus Imperium, they killed it. Imperium are your new tag team champions. Great stuff. Great stuff.
Yeah, I think this match was cool. At the end, I kind of expected MSK to lose because as soon as the show started going on, I kind of figured that a lot of the championships were going to change. So, I mean, I'm not really a big fan of Imperium because they do just seem like a character that I'm not. I don't have any interest in, but MSK they were winning every match for a long time, so it was about time they lost.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. The match itself is cool. Imperium just doesn't do anything for me at the moment.
I can see what you mean. I mean, when it comes to the tag team of Imperium, I feel like to me that Walter just completely he just completes the group. Like if Walter's not there with them, they're just there. I mean, I don't know if that makes complete sense, but
Yeah.
it's. I like Fabian Eichner. I like the group known as Imperium, and I like their in-ring style. I do. But to me, it's just they have to have Walter. They have to have Walter to complete the group. They are an amazing tag team. I don't take anything away.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, they win with an Imperium bomb to Lee, and they are your new tag team champions. So, great stuff. I can't wait to see where they go from here. MSK will be fine. But we got new tag team champions, so we'll see where they go from here. And man, we have the NXT title on the line. Bron Breakker versus the champion, the god of black and gold, Tommaso Ciampa. This was great. Tommaso Ciampa came out dressed as Kratos from God of War.
It's freaking awesome.
God of War, God of NXT. That's the symbolism.
It's freaking awesome.
Guys, if you saw a video that I posted on Tuesday, right before NXT, it was a clip of JD, but I pretty much had that same implement of Tommaso Ciampa won that NXT Championship that night in that fatal four-way for the vacant title when Samoa Joe vacated the title due to an injury, when we all know it wasn't. He won that championship because he was the last real how do I say? He was literally like the last warrior of Triple H's version of NXT, the black and gold brand, right?
Yeah.
He was the final warrior of that era, and we all know that Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard are very high on Bron Breakker, or Rex Steiner's son. Rex Steiner was supposed to be his name, but they changed it to Bron Breakker. Don't know why, don't know how, still don't know what a Bron Breakker is, even though the real factor is what the heck is a Von Wagner, but that remains to be seen. Bron Breakker is very high with Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard. He's going to be their next guy.
Yeah.
He is. He came out wearing the NXT colors. Like Ross said in his video. It's right there. Like, if we took away our cameras, you see the NXT logo. That's the exact color scheme that Bron Breakker was wearing.
That's why I said, like, I definitely admit I was wrong on the timing, but he's still the guy that they're looking forward to, because that guy is still freaking the exact colors of the brand, and I don't think that's a coinky dink. I just don't think so. But I do think WWE's stupid, but some things they will show you right in front of your face, and that is one of them. So whenever it does happen, I don't know when, don't know how. Hopefully it's the next time they fight, but yeah.
So, as you guys know, last week when the match was announced, we made a bet with the other members of OTB. Nate, Loff, and I have Braun winning, while MJ, Saul, and Megan had Tommaso retaining. We were wrong. We'll say it. We'll hold our L's high. We were wrong.
Yeah.
You couldn't blame us, because it was, we almost thought that it was plain as day that he was going to win that championship. But it didn't happen that night. It didn't. It's going to happen. Trust me, it's going to happen. So they're going to have to prepare one way or another.
One of these days.
But it's going to happen. It just was not his time yet. That night, and we added Lewis to the group, to the group chat, not OTB. I don't want to get that twisted. We added him to the group chat, and what he said in that group chat was 100% facts. They wanted him to see if that he can build a story, that he can hang with the big boys, so to speak, and that he can build charisma enough to where people really want to see him succeed. And that is exactly what he did in that match.
Yeah.
The story of the match was great. Everybody wanted to see him succeed. Did you hear that crowd that night?
Yeah.
That crowd was legitimately 50-50.
Yeah.
So they got what they wanted to achieve there. And he proved that he can hang with the big boys like Tomasso Ciampa. This match was fantastic. Ciampa counters Breakker with then DDTs him onto the concrete. The concrete flooring was, the mat that reveals the concrete was already ripped off. Ciampa gets Breakker into the ring, and then the challenger is bleeding from the head and mouth. Ciampa hits a fairy tale ending, but Breakker kicks out, and Ciampa is shocked. We were all shocked. I thought that was it. It was a very, very close 2, and it was absolutely a fantastic kick out. Ciampa hits a running knee to the head and 2 more. So he hit 3 running knees to the head. And those running knees, for guys that don't know, if you don't know, you know that he was a part of a tag team called DIY with Johnny Gargano, right?
Yeah.
The running knee that he did was his part of the finisher that DIY did. Johnny Gargano did a super kick to one side of the head of their opponent, and Tomasso did a running knee to the back of the head.
Okay.
So those Tomasso Ciampa knees are half of DIY's finisher.
Okay.
So he hit those running knees 3 times, and followed it with another fairy tale ending. And then as soon as he hit that fairy tale ending, as soon as he hit the second running knee, I'm like, all right, this is pretty much going to be to finish the match. He hit that fairy tale ending, and I'm like, all right, yeah, that's it. 1, 2, 3, he got the win. And Tommaso Ciampa retained. At the end of it all, though, is what's very, very it was very interesting to say the least. We had, at the end of it all, cameras are off the air. This was a WWE.com exclusive. Well, network exclusive or whatever they really call it now. Cameras are off. They shook hands in the middle of the ring. So,
oh yeah, I saw that in your thumbnail. I was like, oh, when did that happen?
This is not over by any means at that point. If they shook hands, I'm actually gonna upload it right now so that you guys can see it, because it's in the thumbnail, but I want you guys to see it in full fledged, right in front of your faces. Let me get it up there right now for y'all. Right here. This was off camera. This was when NXT went off the air. They shook hands. And I'm telling you right now, this feud is not over. We're not over by any means with Tommaso Ciampa and Bron Breakker. We'll get this again. And when we get this again, I like it. This was already a banger, but this is definitely going to be it's gonna be just absolutely amazing when we see it again.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, and the thing is, Tommaso Ciampa broke the streak of new champions. Every single other championship match was a new champion, which we knew heading into this because reports were coming out that new champions were going to be going left and right.
Yeah.
The winds of change of NXT blew upon us that night at Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
We knew we were going to have a new changing of the guard.
We definitely did.
And it happened that night. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I mean, I'm still pissed that Mandy won. Honestly, I'm just it just doesn't sit right with me, and it's not. I haven't accepted it yet.
Changing of the guard.
Pain.
It's changing up the guard. I mean, that's really what it is. You have all these new champions. You got, I mean, Imperium aren't new by any means, but they are the new champions. We got Toxic Attraction, every single member of Toxic Attraction as champions. We got, well, the North American Championship that wasn't defended, but we had some kind of haunted house thing with Dexter, Johnny, and Carmelo and Trick and all that.
That was great.
That was great. I didn't really go over that mainly because, I mean, it was kind of just one of those segments that was just kind of there. But that was great. I think we are still going to see a Johnny Gargano versus Carmelo Hayes match at some point for that title.
Please stop. Please.
And it's going to be like another changing of the guard. Carmelo Hayes definitely should retain that title when it happens. And he's going to be one of the other main pillars of Triple H's NXT. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. Honestly, those are really the two pillars of Triple H's old NXT.
Yeah.
And they're still here, but they're in the spot right now of putting these young guys over. And at the end of the day, I mean, it's nothing new because they're veterans of this business. They know what it's like to be a young guy in this business. So they know what it's like to be put over. It's time for them to put other people over.
Yeah.
It's just the nature of the business.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But guys, that was it. That was your NXT and AEW Dynamite review. We lost people throughout the stream, and not you guys. Not you guys. You guys stayed here, which I appreciate. But we lost Nate to work, but that's fine. Gotta get some rest, as always. Saul had internet issues, which is perfectly okay. I mean, it happens. I had internet issues yesterday on Tuesday. That's why we couldn't get it to you live. Loft had like 4 different things at once, so he pretty much wasn't here the entire time. But hey, that's okay. Hey, not judging here. And MJ left because he had to get rest for school too. So hey, you know what? We're still here. We're still gonna give it to you guys, no matter how many people are here. And we're going to continue doing it for the rest of our lives. This podcast ain't going anywhere.
We're very close to freaking 300 subscribers.
Yes.
Much more than I freaking knew until I checked this morning. I was like, holy shit.
And guys, I'm telling you right now, I am working on some things when it comes to this podcast. You guys are going to see something completely new, something completely different within the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. I got some stuff in the works.
Yeah.
We got possibly a new intro coming. We got possibly an updated logo coming. We got an update, we got updated screens. That way you'll see stream will be starting soon kind of thing.
Oh.
I got some things in the work.
Oh my God, feels amazing.
So be prepared. It's taken a lot of work. It's taken a lot of preparation. But hey, this podcast, it means everything to me and all of us right now. So that's why we want to put in the work. We want to put in the work. We want to evolve as a podcast. And trust me, guys, when we're all together for at least one episode, it's going to be absolutely craziness. And yes, it's technically going under a rebrand, but trust me, we're not turning into paintball splattered version of OTB. No,
OTB 2.0. Here we go.
It's gonna look more professional. It's going to be it's definitely going to be a different change. It's gonna be a change, but it's gonna be a change for the better. That's all I'm gonna say. So don't know when it's actually going to be fully into effect, but when it happens, you guys know, because it's going to be dramatically different, and you guys will like it. I'm pretty sure you will. So, I'm excited. This was the first time I ever really revealed it. So this was Loft's first time hearing it. If anybody's going to be watching this afterwards, that's going to be their first time hearing it. And none of the other guys know, so I'll relay that to them later on down the line. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be good. You guys will enjoy it no matter what. So thank you guys so much for joining Outside the Brand here for your AEW and Halloween Havoc Super Show review. If you guys liked it, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that bell, ring the bell, hit that ding, 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 gloom bell for all those notifications. That way you never miss an upload. Because trust me, still half of you guys don't have that bell rung. So you got to hit that bell. You got to put it to all notifications. That way you never miss an upload. Why would you want to miss an upload of OTV?
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest podcasts out there.
I think it's the best, honestly. That's just
all the links are down in the description for our TikTok, so make sure you go follow there. Go listen to Loft and Bash's MFN Right remix. I actually got it right this time. Go check it out. It's an absolute banger. Mo says to do your homework, so do it. He said that he did his homework, so that's great. Great news.
I'm so proud of y'all.
Without wasting any of y'all's time, Moth, anything else you want to say to these beautiful people before we have to get out of here? Oh, shout out to the beautiful people, by the way. That tag team in TNA, great stuff.
Oh, yeah. Can we talk about Velvet Sky? Let's talk about Velvet Sky.
Velvet Sky was fantastic,
y'all. All right, guys, for another hour, we're going to talk about Velvet Sky only.
Beautiful people was fantastic.
If y'all don't know about Lacey Von Erich, Angelina Love, and Velvet Sky, learn about it. And Madison Rain. Madison Rain. I think she's still doing her thing on Impact, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think I saw her like 2 weeks ago. I don't know. But yeah, if you don't know about that. Yeah. But anyway. Shit. I was gonna say something. Oh. I'm going to drop a song on Halloween. Okay. Just be prepared. I wrote it this morning. Well, no, I didn't write it. I thought of it this morning. I wrote it about, what time is it? 1. I wrote it at like 9. When did I get home? I got home. I texted y'all when I got home. I got home at 6:30. I wrote it at 7. I'm gonna record it tomorrow morning. Gonna send it to a few people to see if they like it. Halloween, I'm gonna drop it at midnight for Halloween. I like dropping songs when it's like Christmas and stuff like that. So I am doing that. This is the one time y'all hear me self-promote. I don't like self-promoting, but I really want y'all to hear the damn song. So that's my YouTube channel, Life Not Famous. If you don't know, I have a YouTube channel. I do. But yeah, all I do in there is scream about the Falcons and I talk about wrestling.
He posts rants about the Falcons and they're all fucking great.
If you want to see me scream about the Falcons being trash, go and watch that. I know Josh knows because he torments me. But yeah, we talked about it.
We talked about the Ring of Honor for the first 15 minutes of the show. So if you guys want to hear about that, you can just rewatch it. It's not like it's like the first 15 to 17 minutes of this podcast.
Yeah. The Falcons suck. Thank you.
Great stuff.
Drink some water, you know what I'm saying? Tell your loved ones they're your loved ones. Shit. Put your left sock on because I know you got one sock on. I don't know why you're doing that. Make sure all your assignments are done. Classwork and homework. I feel like I forget about classwork. When you're in class, do that too. I know you don't watch Outside the Brain in class. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Get that done. You can watch us at lunch or at the recess or wherever y'all be doing. But whenever you have free time, that's when you watch this. But don't watch it during class.
Don't drink hot water. That's disgusting.
Why would you drink hot water?
Why would you drink hot water?
Was it like scalding hot? Like it was just warm. Like I feel you, but like, are you like sick or something? I hope you're not sick.
If you are, get well, man.
That's what I'm telling you. Drink water. I'm a junior in college, so I technically am in college at like right now, right now. But yeah, I kind of am in school.
I'm out. I'm an old guy here. I'm 23 years old. I'm out of here. I feel bad for these youngins still in school.
It's tough.
It's tough, but you gotta get through it. You gotta stick through. Well, stay in school, brother. It's okay. We got you. Because trust me, once we're all out of this shit and we're all together, it's gonna be fun. So, what? But yeah, guys. Talk to you soon. Peace out. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you Thursday. It felt like it's been so long ago since Crown Jewel, but I know you guys want us to hear about. I know you guys want us to talk about it. So I'll talk to the guys tomorrow. We're going to do a Crown Jewel review because that show deserves a review.
Yeah.
It deserves a review. We know that. So we'll talk tomorrow. I don't want to bring it up now because everybody's got their own shit to do. But we'll bring it tomorrow. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and we'll bring the review. We will. So, with that being said, we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.
Yes, sir.
Peace out. Wolfpack out.
Stay safe.
And, stay safe.